So I've been playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition little by little for the past couple of weeks, and I have to say that it caught me off guard. I never expected it to be as addictive, especially when it comes to the monster collecting aspect of it all. Not only that, but playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth made me feel like a kid again, and it sort of revived my interest in Digimon games. So for today's video I'm going to share a little bit about my history with Digimon and my experience after playing 30 plus hours of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Like many other 90s kids, I grew up watching the Digimon Adventure series, a little bit of Tamers, as well as playing the Digimon World games for the PlayStation 1. My personal favorite has always been Digimon World 1 and 3, especially Digimon World 3. It wasn't until they released Digimon World 4 that I lost my interest in Digimon games, and Digimon as a franchise. I honestly thought that the franchise was dead, at least here in the West, and it wasn't until several years later when they announced Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and other projects that it caught my interest again. Unfortunately, I never got around to play Cyber Sleuth at the time of the release, but here we are today and Bandai has decided to re-release both Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory into one complete edition. In other words, we're getting two games for the price of one, and this time I made sure not to miss the opportunity. So as of now, I've been playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth little by little for the past couple of weeks, and I've enjoyed it a lot so far. I'm still playing through the first game and I'm taking my time with it. I will eventually get to Hacker's Memory, but as of now I'm focusing on the first game. But anyways, in this game you play as a newly recruited cyber detective who has been corrupted into a half-digitized entity by a mysterious creature called Eater. As a half-digitized entity, you get the ability to connect yourself through different networks. In other words, you have the ability to connect yourself into the digital world through different means. Oh, you're also given the ability to use Digimons as well. So with the help of your abilities and your Digimons, you solve cyber crimes that are affecting throughout Tokyo, as well as in the digital world known as Eden. I have, as of this recording, only played 30 plus hours, and I have to say that I enjoyed the story so far. It is a bit slow for my taste, but interesting nonetheless. But my favorite part has to be the monster collecting aspect that I mentioned earlier. Some people might compare this game to Pokemon, but I would argue that it's more like Persona or Shin Megami Tensei than Pokemon. The monster collecting aspect in Digimon might be even more dynamic than both of these franchises. Not only can you scan, capture and raise Digimons, but you can also evolve them, and each Digimon has so many possible evolutions. Whether it is through regular evolution, armor evolution or DNA fusion. There are so many evolutions that you can make a chart out of each Digimon. But what makes it even more dynamic is that you can de-evolve Digimons. In other words, you can evolve back to your previous form to increase max level as well as improving overall stats, which you need in order to evolve your Digimons into ultimate or mega forms. And this is one of several reasons why I find this game addictive, because it takes the monster collecting aspect into a new depth. In other words, you're encouraged to jump around and explore the evolution tree of each Digimon. Besides that, I really enjoyed seeing all the old Digimons that I grew up with, mainly because it's been a while since I did anything Digimon related. And it was also fun seeing new Digimons that I've never seen before. My personal favorite has always been Vmon, mainly because Vmon has so many cool evolutions. Although there are on the other hand some Digimons missing in this game, but for what I've seen there are still plenty of other Digimons to get, so it didn't bother me that much. But monster collecting aside, I do think some aspects could have been better, and one of those aspects is the translation. English is not my native language, but I noticed some inconsistencies and it felt like they just translated it without context. Which is unfortunate because the game is very dialogue heavy, with mature subjects at times. The dungeon designs have so far been kind of repetitive, but then again, it could have been a budget issue or technical limitations because it was originally released for the PlayStation Vita if I'm not mistaken. But overall I enjoyed it more than what I expected. The battle system is pretty much straightforward turn-based with rock paper scissors element to it, which I love. Now that I think about it, it might be more like a double rock paper scissors element to it. Not only do you have to think about typing, but you also have to think about elemental attributes as well. Other than that, there are plenty of things to do in this game and I can see myself spending 80 plus hours on it. If you can look past the shortcomings, then you'll find a very addictive monster collecting RPG. Not only do I look forward to going back to finish Cyber Sleuth and eventually get to Hacker's Memory, but I'm also very optimistic about the future of Digimon games and Digimon as a franchise. I am for instance very excited for Digimon Survive, and what we've seen so far has been very interesting. But that is all I have for today. Thank you for watching this video, leave a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you're interested in gaming or anime. I usually do commentary videos on RPGs and anime related stuff, but I sometimes dabble into other genres as well. More videos are coming, so again, thank you for watching this video and I'll hopefully see you guys next time.